Peter Long has asked us how to paint a dwarf pitch themed Blood Bowl base. To do this, what you need to do first of all is glue your players onto regular round 32mm bases, and the reason for this is because we're going to use the texture on the base to get the granite effect of our pitch. Using the regular Blood Bowl bases that you get in their boxes have those slots in them, and this will break up that texture, so it is important that you rebase your models for this. In fact, you can see I've done just that with my dwarf player here, who we're going to be using as the example. He's had the tab from beneath his feet removed and he's just been glued flat onto that base there, which has been undercoated with Mechanica Standard Grey spray. And then what we're going to do is apply some Agrax Earthshade around the feet of the miniature to help it blend in with the base, and then we're going to dry brush it very, very lightly using Administratum Grey. After that, if you want to add some breaks into the granite pitch, we're going to do that using Abaddon Black first of all, followed by Administratum Grey once again. And then if you want to add a bit more detail, Blood for the Blood God works really well on a base like this. But we're going to start out with Agrax Earthshade, which I'm going to be applying with my small layer brush because we don't need very much here. In fact, it's a good idea to use the palette to make sure you don't have too much loaded on your brush. And what we're going to do is just paint this around the feet of the model, just to help it blend in a bit more naturally with the base. So what you want to do is just paint this in as close to the feet as you can. Once that shade is completely dry, you're then ready to start dry brushing the texture on the base using Administratum Grey. And this is a very, very light dry brush because the texture is so shallow. You just need to really take your time, slowly building it up, and just be careful around the feet when you get close to them. Next, as an optional detail, you can add some breaks in the granite slabs if you want to. And for this, first of all, you need Abaddon Black, and what you do is paint a straight line as neatly as you can and as thinly as you can as well. Then go back to Administratum Grey to paint another line, but this one directly next to the previous line, as closely and again as neatly as you can, and what this will do is create the illusion of some depth in between the slabs of granite. And as a final extra detail, if you want to, you can add some splatters of Blood for the Blood God onto the base as well, and this is a really good way of livening the bases up. After this is done, all you've got to do is paint the rim, and for this example, I'm going to go for Abaddon Black. And there we go, that's our dwarf pitch base complete. And the real key to doing this is to make sure that you glue your miniatures onto regular round 32mm bases so you have that even unbroken texture to pick out with the dry brushing. So Peter, I really hope that's answered your question, and we'll see you all again soon.